Welfare Chef here. Well, as the title says, today's dish, today's little snack, today's menu is, let me just get my hat together here. Today's menu is toast and tea. Toast and tea. Now I've already displayed to everybody the cruel reality of your tap water. Now again, let's just cover the bases here. The sink is the asshole of the house. Keep the sink clean, and everything else will just kind of fall into line on its own. You know what I'm saying? So, this is your tap water, okay? This is because you know, I mean, they can only clean it so much. It's got fluoride in it, which under the fluoridation program, 300 chemicals, mostly from China, can be added to your water. And calcium fluoride applied to the teeth protects your teeth and strengthens your enamel. Sodium fluoride consumed creates dental fluorosis, which creates spots on your teeth and makes them brittle, as well as your bones, and destroys your pineal gland. So get a fluoride filter. This system is on sale at InfoWars Life. Probably just a gravity fed, because of course you want a gravity fed system. What are you gonna do if there's no power? So here is tap water here. I'm happen to be staying in the Gatineau at the moment. Alrighty, Odie. I ran for a while. It's not even so bad. That is my filtered water, however. I mean, you know, give me a break, right? Can we get this somewhere where it'll be like a lot clearer? Okay. Now, if you're not totally sure what you're looking at here, get some light behind it. Then let's just do this. Now, still to show that the water quality really isn't too bad, but even still, man, I mean, that's what you're drinking. And I mean, you know, 10% of the population is on these antidepressants or whatever because they think that their identity is expressed externally inward and not spiritually, internally, and outward. And but no, when you take that orally, only 10% of it gets absorbed. So if 10% of the population is taking enough for them to absorb the 10% they need, they're taking 10 times the dose that they're absorbing. 10% of the population times 10 times the dose means that they're taking enough for everybody. Okay? So I don't know if they're specifically filtering for this at the treatment plants. They've done studies in Philadelphia. I think they found 53 chemicals, including Prozac and Viagra and Cialis, which is the same thing, I think. But anyway. Alright, so I don't use electric kettles. Most of them have rubber or silicone or something inside it. And I don't want that on my water, man. Straight metal, so. Filtered water. I have tea bags. I have a little cup here that I use because they're always good for 2 cups of tea. Or at least you can save 2 of them and get 3 cups of tea out of 2 tea bags. That's better because it's kind of stronger. It's nice to make a cup of tea out of 1 tea bag and just chuck it. You know, it's always a good strong cup of tea. So, but we'll make it out of 1. Those are Tetley. I think I like the round ones. don't have really, you know, money or there's a tea place right near here, and I got this Rubos tea stuff from there, but it's like $11, 100 grams or something. It's pretty expensive. I don't know. I don't drink it much. I also have, you know, the other thing that's really good to do is, oh great, these got wet and frozen. Just slice up some ginger and put it in some boiling water. Make a ginger tea. Oops. I have to get that fixed. Okay, so we got the kettle on. I have some baguette left. I usually prefer the baguette, but if I don't have it, I'll grab a loaf of bread. Sometimes I'll grab one of each. I bag the stuff, and once it gets a little old, I toast it. So I usually toast it anyway, but not too much. It's amazing what we do to this grain, really. You know, but we, you know, grow it, harvest it, grind it, sift it, put it in with some water and some yeast, bake it, rise it, take it out again, you know, and then put it in a toaster, cook it again. Holy moly, man. When am I going to finally eat this thing? See, that's what animals are for. They go and eat the grain, and then they process it through their little factory, and then you eat the protein. Poor little kitty. Alright. So, I'd like to remind everybody my one cardinal rule of all cooking, which is minimize dishes. Look at that. I already created 2 glasses I didn't need to rinse out by doing my little water display. Good God. No matter what, do your dishes. Don't let them pile up in the sink, no matter how broke you are, okay? It'll really improve the quality of your life. When you're really feeling shitty and full of hate, hungover, or whatever, smoke a big joint, go over and put your hands in some warm, soapy water. Okay, just get it done. And if at the end of it you're like, that was who even cares? Well, then who cares? Who cares that you did it if it doesn't matter? Because your life will always be better if every time you come into the kitchen and go, God, my life sucks, you have a clean sink to puke into. We got peanut butter and honey. I'm going to put some margarine on this toast because it's yummy. But, really, I'm not against it, but I don't put butter or margarine on everything anymore. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm not as active as I was, you know, because I think I used to run. When I delivered all the time, I was always running and carrying things. Not a lot, but now I really worked hard the last few years and doing staging and stuff like that. And I put on some weight, but it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I gotta get back down to fighting weight. Look at this, man. I'm only 54. I don't want to start looking. My back is actually kind of fucked. Damaged it at work too many times. So I'm done. Oh, I've been trying to get that for like 3 days. Oh, I don't care what anybody says. My chiropractor says people are always like, they need that really good crack in their back, but it's a total myth. I'm like, yeah, right, whatever, lady. Crack my back, please. Oh, there's a muscle there. It's so tight. It's tying them all together. But this is going to start into like a massage therapy thing. Right there, dead center, your back is always... just try to get that pressure off. Because that's one of the problems that my doctor told me, that the muscles get trained around the injury, and you have to retrain them and break it. But Whenever I start to strain it and work really hard and strain it again, the muscles start to tighten up, and then they twist the frickin' my skeleton. They twist my bones into well, that isn't quite toasted enough, actually. Oops. Try another minute. They twist the bones into you know, into a deformation, and it's uncomfortable. It starts pinching on the nerves or whatever. So, man, all I did was take the garbage out. Well, you know, a whole winter of garbage. All the garbage cans froze in the alley. I went down to move them. It was like 3 months ago. I was like, oh well, I guess I'll be doing this in the spring. So, you're not supposed to do that, remember? Oh, it feels so good though when it finally fires off, man. I'm almost got this loosened up here. Alrighty. Okay, well, Kraft makes an excellent product. And I like Adams peanut butter. You know, you can buy it at the health food store, but Adams makes a great product. But Adams usually 500 grams for like $6 or $7. This is usually about $6, 750 grams with the sea salt. Nothing but peanuts, and sea salt. And I have some honey here, which I put in this jar. Came in this one. Oops. But to put in this one because it's easier to pour out of. And I never put honey in a tea or anything like that, except maybe some ginger tea for flavor. But and with some honey, with some lemon and stuff, it's good sometimes, especially when you're sick. But the thing is about honey is that as soon as you pasteurize it, I always buy unpasteurized honey and raw milk cheeses unpasteurized, because the pasteurization process destroys a lot of enzymes and nutrients. It destroys so much of the stuff you want in there. So, I mean, it's almost pointless. You're not getting much out of your honey if you're putting it into hot water or boiling water. There's the same reason why I try to avoid pasteurized milk, although I do put it in my tea and coffee. But my smoothies, oh, I made a smoothie today. I should have had the smoothie on here. That'll be tomorrow morning. I'll do the smoothie. Alright, well, here comes my kettle. There you go. Oh, here, I'll show you my little stove. Look at that. This is my setup at my house, okay? Alright? So, welcome to the new millennium. You know, and by the way, dummies, you think that you're going to have a giant bike lane out there when you finally get rid of the cars? No, you're going to be able to jump out your window into your neighbor's balcony, okay, you morons? Goo. I'll tell you, this thing better take off, or you're going to see me getting skinnier and skinnier, because there's no work here in Snottawa, in my field. Looks like Blues Fest might even be canceled. So, I'm burned out and injured and just, you know, took a job with this company, Freeman. Not Freeman AV, they're cool, and they're unionized, but there's a lot of, they're out there, they're related, but anyway, Freeman, whatever, out on Belfast Road here. It's like, it was worse than the post office when I worked there 25 years ago. It was like, what is this, Oliver Twist? I'm the driver, and I come back from a drive, like, oh, your next drive is in 20 minutes. Go help them in carpet aisle. I'm 54 years old, I'm on my knees on bare carpet, rolling up a carpet for 20 minutes before I go drive another truck. With all these torn up straps. They treated me like a slave, yelled at me, treated me like shit all the time. It is shocking what is going on in this country, okay? In this world. It's just like, holy moly, man. You know? I had a better life as a goddamn criminal, you know? And people treated me better. The criminals I interacted with were more respectful than the average fucking person out there, god damn it. Because they have to be. Duh. just unbelievable. They can just, somebody can just, like, who's got no power, can just treat you like trash, and treat somebody like trash. Be like, oh, you don't like it? Well, there goes your $16 an hour. And guess what? Put on your ROE that you quit, so you can't get EI. You know, it's just unbelievable. What happened to all these taxes we pay? What happened to, you know, to social welfare contract? What happened to taking care of the working people? You let fake employees vote in a union vote and do nothing about it. You privatize the entire goddamn public Medicare out in BC, and nobody cares. The ombudsman doesn't even know that this is going on. You know? It's mind-boggling. Alright, well, I digress. Here we go. Let's get on to the little, here's the big secret part. Oh, by the way, I use brown sugar, dark brown sugar for the, I buy Red Path, or there's a brand up nearby I buy, it's a bit more expensive, but usually you look around for the sales at any grocery store. Red Path is usually two for $5 for 4 kilograms of brown sugar. It's pure cane sugar. It's the way to go. Okay, there's nothing wrong with sugar. Okay, and there's a lot wrong with the things that they try to replace it with too. So whatever problems sugar might have, you're better off with the sugar. The problem is the high fructose corn syrup, which is a weaponized molecule. It's not even sugar. Okay, who knows what it is. So what we're going to do here is just pour, oh, we got to get the honey first. We'll just pour a line down the middle here. Oops. Well, that's a lot, but whatevs. And then down the center there, not to the edge. So you don't have to cover the whole piece of bread. You can put a big clump it's almost like the, I don't know, British maybe. You just put a little clump on. It's like a little peanut butter and honey pizza, you know. Just to put the topping in the middle there. As soon as I put it in the line. I'm at home, so I can do that. I don't have coronavirus. And then you get that trusty knife that I got at the President's Choice, Independent, Loblaws, whatever. And then you just chop it up. Now, I let this toast get kind of cold, but that's okay because it doesn't matter how cold it gets because it's still yummy. And you drink it with the hot tea, right? So, or you eat it with the, when you're drinking the hot tea. So that re-warms it up in your mouth and it's yummy. And this is a fantastic alternative to donuts, by the way. Okay? I could eat 6 donuts and still want to eat more donuts. If I just goddamn made one of these things, I could, you know, wouldn't be thinking about food after that. Oops. And now, the only milk I drink is, I just put a little bit of this canned milk in my tea and coffee, and it's really yummy. I like the flavor of it. It's condensed, so it's like cream. I don't get the 2%. I don't get anything 2%. I don't want food-free food, okay? I'd like some food with my food. Thank you. And voila! Toast and tea. Welfare chef. Oops. Toast and tea. Lovely. I should be like the Galloping Gourmet, except maybe with like a crack pipe in my hand. No, I don't think so. He used to have a house car and golden ring, but the cookie crack took all them things. He must have been stupid because he broke in my house. Caught the homie on the street and straight took his ass out. Now I'm wanted for a murder that I had to commit. Yeah, went to jail. That wasn't shit. Got to the station about 8:45. Called my bitch to get me out because I was down for mine. The bitch was a trip cold, hung up the phone. Now my only phone call is in the ganking zone. All the shit I did for her, but keeping her rich. I swear when I get out, I'm gonna kill the bitch. Well, by 9, don't you know, wouldn't it be my luck? The bailiff at the station was a neighborhood cluck. I looked him straight in the eye and I said, what's up? I said, let's make a deal. You know I do you up. Now I'm back on the street and my record is clean. Creep on my bitch with my Uzi machine. Went to a house, kicked down the door, unloaded like hell, cold smoke the hole. Because I'm a gangster having fun. Never leave the house without packing a gun. Hitting hard as fuck and make you ask what was it? Boy, you should have known by now. Welfare chef does it, motherfucker, yeah. Toast and tea, baby. Toast and tea.